Hey everyone! If you love bird watching, have you ever just dreamed about taking that passion global? Well, today we're going to dive into what it's like to travel the world searching for birds you've only ever seen in books, creatures that are totally different from the ones in your own backyard.
I mean, seriously, just take a moment with that idea. Picture it. You're traveling to a brand new country, stepping into a completely new ecosystem, and you finally see a bird you've only known from pictures. That's a powerful feeling, isn't it?
So, what is it about that thrill? What truly makes international birdwatching such an unforgettable experience? Let's break down exactly why you might want to pack your binoculars and fly halfway around the world.
It really boils down to a few key things. First, there's the pure thrill of the unique. Spotting those endemic species, birds that evolved in total isolation and exist nowhere else on the entire planet. But it goes so much deeper. It's about really immersing yourself in their world, whether that's a misty cloud forest or a sun-drenched savanna. And when you connect with local guides, you're not just seeing birds, you're actually experiencing a culture through its nature, creating memories that honestly last a lifetime.
All right, you feeling the pull yet? Good. Let's take a quick whirlwind tour across the globe to get just a little taste of the incredible bird diversity that's out there waiting for you. First up, we're heading deep into the tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia, a place that is an absolute treasure trove for any birdwatcher. I mean, here, in places like Borneo, you can spot these incredible, huge hornbills and elusive forest owls. A place like Kinabalu Park is just amazing because as you climb the mountain, the entire community of birds changes with the altitude. Then you've got the flash of a vibrant kingfisher in Bali or the rich wetlands of Thailand and Vietnam, which are just teeming with life. Okay, from the dense, humid forests of Asia, our next stop is the vast, wide-open savannas and vibrant landscapes of Africa. This is the scene so many of us picture, right? Vultures soaring high above the savanna in Kenya, or a lake in the Great Rift Valley that's turned completely pink by thousands upon thousands of flamingos. And here's a great little tip. A classic big game safari is secretly one of the world's best bird-watching tours. You get birds and elephants. Next, we're jetting off to South America, and we're heading straight for the Amazon rainforest, which is, without a doubt, a paradise for birds. This is where you find birds that look like they've flown right out of a fantasy novel. I'm talking about the brilliant macaws and toucans of the Amazon. Or you could hop over to the Galapagos Islands to see Darwin's famous finches and, of course, the iconic blue-footed booby. And if you look up, way up into the skies of the Andes, you might just see the majestic Andean condor riding the mountain air currents. For our final stop on this little world tour, we're journeying down to Australia and New Zealand, lands where evolution really took a unique and fascinating turn. In Australia, you'll find this incredible diversity of colorful parrots, plus the truly imposing, almost prehistoric-looking cassowary. Then, just across the water, New Zealand offers something completely different. It's the land of flightless birds. Here, you can search for the iconic kiwi and see the amazing results of conservation efforts to save critically endangered species, like the kakapo parrot.
Okay, wow. That was a quick trip, right? Feeling that inspiration? Awesome. Now let's switch gears and get practical. How do you actually turn all that inspiration into a real expedition? Planning your first trip can really be broken down into 4 key steps. It all starts with the what. What birds do you dream of seeing? That's going to decide your destination. Next up is timing. You'll want to research things like migration patterns and breeding seasons because that's often when birds are most active and the males are in their most stunning colors. From there, it's all about making sure you have the right gear and the right clothes for the job. Okay, let's talk gear. The one absolutely non-negotiable item is a good pair of binoculars. A field guide for the region, whether it's a book or an app on your phone, is also essential. A camera with a big lens is definitely nice for photos, but don't feel like you need one. Your eyes are the most important tool you have. And please, trust me on this one, do not forget comfortable, sturdy shoes. You will thank me later. Now, what you wear, it's surprisingly a big deal. The main goal here is to just blend in with your surroundings. So think earth tones, khaki, green, brown, anything that helps you go unnoticed. Bright, flashy colors can easily startle the birds. Layering your clothes is also a really smart strategy for changing weather, and long sleeves and pants offer great protection from both the sun and, insects. Now, before we wrap this up, we need to cover what is maybe the single most important aspect of all of this: ethics.
It all comes down to one golden rule. Just be a respectful guest in the bird's world.
The code of conduct is really simple. First, always keep a respectful distance. A good rule of thumb is if a bird changes its behavior because of you, you're too close. Never, ever feed wild birds, and stay far away from any nests you might find. Finally, just move quietly, and if you can, hire a local guide. They are absolute experts at finding birds without disturbing them.
So, after all the planning and all the travel, what's the real takeaway? What does this journey truly give back to you? This quote just captures the magic perfectly. It comes from an experience in Costa Rica, spotting the resplendent quetzal. After moving silently through the forest, a guide pointed up to a spot high in a tree, and there it was. Its beauty was just breathtaking, almost unreal, like a living piece of art. That is the kind of moment we're talking about. You see, ultimately, this is about so much more than just ticking birds off a list. The true reward is found in those totally unexpected moments of connection with the natural world. It's knowing that your responsible tourism can actually support local conservation. It really, truly changes how you see the planet. So we'll leave you with this thought. On your next journey, whether it's across the world or just to a local park, take a moment to look and listen just a little more closely. There are always these feathered marvels waiting to be discovered. The only question is, what birds will you meet next?